This sheet is fairly simple compared to some of the other ones that I've created. So I only need to make one tutorial video, and it's also going to be the product preview video as well. So you've got two main tabs. You've got your monthly overview tab and your records. Let's click into records first. This is really simple. You just put in the date. So today's date is 1/14/2025. You put in how much you made. So let's just say you made $53, dashed for 2 hours. Now this is decimal hours. So I usually round to the closest 15 minutes. So 2 hours and 15 minutes would be 2.25, 2 hours and 30 minutes would be 2.5, etc., etc. You want to use decimal hours in there. Deliveries made, we'll say 5, and miles driven, we'll say 30. So as you can see, it fills out the rest of the sheet for you. It shows your average is $26.50, average delivery is $10.60, and your average per mile is $1.77. Because I know a lot of people like to track making a certain amount per mile. I've heard people talk about they want to make at least $1 per mile. Some people like to know what their average per delivery is, and obviously people are probably tracking their average per hour pay because they want to make sure they're making decent money. I'm going to add a couple more entries here before popping over to the monthly overview, and then I'll show you how that works. Okay, so I added a couple more entries. They're not sorted according to date because I added them after the fact. So we'll just sort that. All right, so now they're sorted by date. As you can see, I added just random amounts in. So one of them happened to average out the same per mile. I thought that was kind of funny. But let's go over to the monthly overview page. This is where you're going to look at all of your monthly and your annual totals. So we've got, because we're only filling out for January, right now it shows you your total hours worked for 8 hours. You made $187. You delivered 22 deliveries. You drove 107 miles. And then it does your monthly averages here. And then that'll happen for every single month that you fill out. All you got to do is just make sure you put in the correct date in this sheet, and it will automatically track which month it goes to. And then you've also got this extra tab section down here that shows you your yearly totals. So as these areas fill out, you'll also know the total hours you worked, the total money you made. A big one is the total miles driven. I know a lot of people need that for their tax purposes. And then you can also see what your averages worked out to be as well.